Hey there. So today we're going to dive into a part of your core that honestly most people completely miss, the lower abs. And look, this isn't just about getting a six-pack. We're talking about building a truly powerful, stable foundation for pretty much every move you make. So let me just ask you, you do your crunches, you hold a mean plank, but is your core really as strong as you think? Because if you're not specifically targeting your lower abs, you are absolutely missing a huge piece of the puzzle.
All right, let's get right into why this neglected part of your core is so important. We're going way beyond just aesthetics here. A strong lower core is absolutely crucial for your overall health and for how you move every single day.
You know, when you strengthen these deep muscles, the benefits are incredible. We're talking about a massive boost in stability for your entire torso, which helps protect your spine and can seriously cut down on lower back pain. Plus, it all leads to better balance and way more controlled, coordinated movement in everything you do.
Okay, let's get to the fun stuff, our first set of exercises. We're going to focus on 4 key moves that are all about building that deep, foundational stability. Think of this part as laying the concrete for that rock-solid core we're after. We'll walk through the first 2 in detail.
First up, we've got the hollow hold. This thing is a fantastic isometric exercise. It hits both your deepest core muscle, that's the transverse abdominis, and that top six-pack layer, the rectus abdominis, just by using sustained tension.
So the setup looks pretty simple, right? But the real secret, the absolute key, is step number 3, pressing your lower back firmly into the floor. The second you feel that arc, it means your back is taking over. You have to keep that connection to the ground to make sure your abs are doing all the heavy lifting. Try to hold that perfect form for 30 to 60 seconds.
And hey, if that full extension is a little too intense right now, don't sweat it. You can modify it. Just sit up into a V shape, bend your knees a bit, and balance right on your butt. It's a perfect way to build up the strength you need for the full hold.
Next up, we have the dead bug. Now, don't let the kind of silly name fool you. This is an incredibly effective move for training your spinal stability by making you coordinate your opposite arm and leg. You start in what's called the tabletop position. From there, the real challenge is moving your opposite arm and leg with total control. And trust me, the slower you go, the harder your core has to work to keep your back glued to the floor. That's the real goal. Aim for about 10 to 12 super controlled reps on each side.
Now, if you feel your back starting to lift up, just back off a little. Don't lower your arm and leg quite so far. Just remember, with core work like this, control is always, always more important than how far you can reach.
And this really gets at that whole theme of control. So while the dead bug is challenging your brain to body coordination, a similar move like alternating leg drops hones in on what's called eccentric strength. Basically, that's your abs' ability to control the weight of your leg as it lowers down. It's like putting on the brakes. Both are fantastic for building that spinal stability.
And that same principle of slow, deliberate movement is exactly what you'll use for our other 2 stability builders, lying leg raises and alternating leg drops. By controlling your legs as they fight against gravity, you're forcing that deep lower core to light up and stabilize your whole pelvis.
All right, so our stability base is set. Now let's build on it and add some power. This next section is all about 3 exercises that bring in more dynamic movement and even some rotation. We'll take a close look at 2 of them.
We're going to kick this section off with the classic Russian twist. Now, a lot of people think of this as just an oblique exercise, but it's a total powerhouse for your entire core. Holding that V shape is what keeps your lower abs fired up, while the twisting motion nails your obliques. You can see the setup right here. The trick is to find that sweet spot in the V shape where you really feel your abs turn on. The real magic here isn't about speed, it's all about control. You want to focus on rotating your entire torso, leading with your shoulders. If you're just swinging your arms or the weight back and forth, you're kind of missing the point. And what's great is that this move is super easy to scale. If it feels too tough, just drop the weight and focus purely on that twisting motion. Feeling strong and ready for more? Grab a heavier dumbbell or a medicine ball and level up the challenge. Next up, mountain climbers. This is such a fantastic dynamic exercise because it hits your core, your upper body, and, bonus, gives you a great cardio workout all at the same time. That rapid knee-driving motion keeps your lower abs under constant tension.
So you'll start in a solid high plank, making sure your shoulders are stacked right over your wrists. From that stable base, you just drive one knee in towards your chest, then switch. The goal here is to keep your hips low and your back flat. Don't let your butt creep up into the air. That just takes all the work right off your abs.
And here's the best part. You are in the driver's seat when it comes to intensity.
If you really want to focus on core stability, slow the whole movement way down and make it super deliberate. If you're looking for a cardio blast, just pick up the pace.
So, we've got all these great exercises, but the big question is, how do you actually use them? Well, in our final section, we're going to put it all together into a simple, safe, and seriously powerful plan.
But before we get to that routine, let's talk safety, because this is huge. These 3 points are basically non-negotiable. Number 1, always aim to keep your back flat, especially on those floor exercises. 2, keep tension in your core by actively flexing your stomach muscles. And 3, the second you feel any strain in your lower back, stop. That's your body's signal that your core is tired and your back is trying to take over.
As you can see, building a great workout doesn't have to be some complicated formula. A really good approach is to just pick 1 or 2 of those stability moves and 1 of the strength moves. Aim for about 3 to 5 sets of each, and just like that, you've got yourself a complete, super effective lower ab routine.
And really, that's it. Building a truly strong, functional core isn't about doing a million crunches. It's about targeting the right muscles with the right movements. It all just starts with building 1 new habit. So, looking at these exercises, which one are you going to try first?